Father, on this day, I ask for strength again to preach your word, that I may warn the people to get ready. Thank you, dear God, for the assurance that you are coming soon. Speak to our hearts, we ask in Jesus' name. Amen. God bless you. It's certainly good to see you here in this preaching moment. I am blessed today after having taken almost a full week off and relaxed and enjoyed ourselves. We are back, and I want to thank our preaching staff and all those who helped carry on last Sunday. Thank you all for doing what you do. Amen. It's good to see. I understand Sister Hampton was back last Sunday. Sister Hampton, it's good. I want to tell you personally, it's good to see you back. Dick Barnard is back with us also. It's good to have him back with us. Amen. We're blessed. God is, in spite of what you may hear, what you may see or feel, God is still in the blessing business. So that I'm grateful. I want to take a moment and ask you to look with me at 2 Corinthians chapter 8. We've all read that earlier to us, the King James Version, and I want to take another moment and fairly long text, but I'm going to read that as we continue our discussion this month of gifts, giving, spiritual gifts. We'll cover a little bit of all of that, but I want to just take, if you would look with me again at 2 Corinthians chapter number 8. NIV reads like this. And now, brothers and sisters, we want you to know about the grace that God has given the Macedonian churches. In the midst of a very severe trial, their overflowing joy and their extreme poverty welled up into rich generosity. For I testify that they gave as much as they were able, and even beyond their ability, entirely on their own. Yes. They urgently pleaded with us for the privilege of sharing in this service to the Lord's people. And they exceeded our expectations. They gave themselves first of all to the Lord, and then by the will of God also to us. We urge Titus, just as he had earlier made a beginning, to bring also to completion this act of grace on your part. But since you excel in everything, in faith, in speech, in knowledge, in complete earnestness, and in the love we have kindled in you, see that you also excel in this grace of giving. Come on, sir. I am not commending you, but I want to test the sincerity of your love by comparing it with the earnestness of others. For you know the grace of our Lord Jesus Christ, that though he was rich, yet for your sake he became poor, so that through his poverty you might become rich. Yeah. And here is my judgment about what is best for you in this matter. Last year, you were the first not only to give, but also the first to have the desire to do so. Yeah. Now finish the work, so that by your eager willingness to do it, may be matched by your completion of it according to your means. Verse 12. For if the willingness is there, the gift is acceptable according to what one has, and not according to what one does not have. In the time that's mine this morning, I simply want to ask a question. Are you a giver or a taker? Are you a giver or a taker? Now, the holiday season is a time of giving. And for many nonprofit organizations, giving increases by as much as 50% during the holidays. It's easy during the holidays to get folk, it's easier during the holidays to get folk to give It's just something about the holidays that spur us to want to drop something in. You see, during the holidays, the little red kettles that stand out in front of our stores, and most of us will feel guilty in some sort of way passing by those kettles as they ring the bell and not dropping something in, especially when we just went in and spent a whole bunch of money. We'll at least drop our change in the kettle. It's easy to get folk to give during the holiday season. It is the thought, my friends, that count. It really is. For if the willingness is there, verse 12 says, I'll come back a little later on, but verse 12 says, if the willingness is there, the gift is acceptable according to what one has and not according to what one does not have. Brothers and sisters, can I just make that real plain to you? It really is the thought that matters. It makes no sense, hear me this morning, for you to go spend $100 on a gift to give to somebody who cares nothing about you just so you can impress them with what you've done. Now, let me help out a little better. It's the thought that matters. And so if you are faithful in your faith, in your thought process, and you offer and you give somebody a gift, they will appreciate the fact that you gave them a gift. And most folk, now if you're filled with gratitude, folk who are grateful are not going to look to see how much did it cost. I'm excited about the fact that you wanted to give me something. I would much rather have folk who really want to be a blessing to me. I'd rather have 10 folk who want to be a blessing. Yes, sir. Give me $1 than have one person who's all mad as a Dickens and come up with $10. Yeah, y'all got it? It's a thought that really counts. As we open up 2 Corinthians chapter 8, or rather, in chapter 16, rather, flip if you're there, open your Bible there, you got it on the screen. Put it up. Yes. Now concerning the collection of saints, as I have given order to the church of Galatia, even so do ye. On the first day of the week, let everyone be laid by him in store as God has prospered him, so there be no gathering when I come. Paul writes to the Corinthian church and says, look, what I want you to do is put it aside on the first day of the week. Lay something aside. He's teaching the point there that we ought to give as the Lord has blessed us, has prospered us to give. Look, if you earned $1,000 this week and you walk up to the church and put $50 in the offering, or everybody put the $50 in, you ain't done nothing. As a matter of fact, let me be real with you. If you earn $1,000 this week and you walk up with $100 and put it in a tray, you really ain't done nothing. Yeah, I missed that. Give as the Lord has prospered you to give. Now look, if you made $1,000 this week and you only needed $100 to pay all your bills, and you still got another $900 left, and you gonna come bring $100, well, you really ain't giving as the Lord has prospered you, are you? As the Lord prospers you, you ought to do more. Now, I'm gonna mess some folk up here now. I don't teach a whole lot about tithing. And I don't tell you, I don't look at your pay. I don't want you to bring your pay slip to me and prove that, look, Pastor, I only made $900 when I gave church now. I don't do that. I believe that if you give as God prospered you to give, you not only give a tenth, you at times you'll give more than a tenth. Tithing was what we started out with to teach you to give. The law was a schoolmaster that taught you how to give. Now, once you get past and learn how to do that, then now amount you can give as the Lord prospers you. And Lord knows it'll be a whole lot more than just a tenth. Because some of us can live off, we making a whole lot more money than we need to live off of. And the Lord only asks you to give as He prospers you. When you learn better, you ought to. It really is the thought that counts. I just threw this next one in here. I just wanted to throw this in as a teaching point this morning. Is it Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays? Now listen, my brothers and sisters, as we go into the season of Christmas. The first thing I want to tell you, I'll mess up here, but the first thing I want to tell you is this. I don't recall there ever being a time where the government said that you could not say Merry Christmas. I don't remember. I might have missed that. But I kind of watched in the past 10 years or so, and I don't remember that being said that you couldn't say Merry Christmas. As a matter of fact, I went back and looked just to make sure I was halfway right. And I saw several times where President Obama said Merry Christmas. I did see that. So listen, is it Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays? If you consider the time from Thanksgiving to New Year's Day, the holiday season, you wouldn't say Merry Christmas every time, every day of that season, would you? But you would say, you would be appropriate in saying Happy Holidays. I don't want you to lose your joy because somebody said Happy Holidays to you. And you crystal up, Merry Christmas. Don't say Happy Holidays to me, it's Merry Christmas. Well, look, if somebody says Happy Holidays to you, then you can say, and same to you. Or you can say, Merry Christmas. Because the person that said Happy Holidays should not be upset that you said Merry Christmas. Now watch me on this one. You would not walk into a room full of Jewish people and say Merry Christmas, and they got to say, well, I'm Christian, so I'm going to say Merry Christmas. Now, come on. Use some common sense. Those folk who celebrate Hanukkah, those folk who celebrate Kwanzaa, whatever. If you say Happy Holidays, you can cover all those things. God is not upset that you did not say Merry Christmas. Now, I'll hold that thought for a minute. I'm trying to teach a point. I'll be done. I'll give it 15 minutes. I'll be done. 20 minutes. Listen. Don't lose your Christmas joy over a greeting that someone gives to you. You know who you are. Now look, on the conversely, don't you stop saying Merry Christmas because somebody else don't want to say Merry Christmas. You can say it. Walk down the street during this season, Merry Christmas. Now, it wouldn't make a whole lot of sense for you to say it on December 28th or 29th, and Merry Christmas. They said Christmas over. You can say Happy New Year, Happy Holidays, whatever you feel like saying. My point is this. Don't lose your joy over a greeting. I just thought I'd throw that in. That won't cost you nothing. I just threw that in there. Meanwhile, are you a giver or are you a taker? I found this and I want to just share some of these with you. Givers focus on others, while takers focus on themselves. Are you a giver or are you a taker? Givers ask, how can I contribute? Takers ask, what's in it for me? Are you a giver or are you a taker? Givers bring energy. Takers drain energy. Y'all know some folk like that? Are you a giver or are you a taker? Givers are grateful. Takers are greedy. Givers serve others. Takers use others. Givers are loyal to others. said, givers are happy and fulfilled, while takers tend to be miserable and complaining. Stick a pin there for a moment. Can I tell you that during this season, watch the folk who always complain. They are the taking kind. Even after you continually do for them, they still want you to do more. They are the taking kind. Are you a giver or are you a taker? Givers are blessed by God, and takers don't even think about God. Givers enjoy life, while takers are too busy blaming others for their failures. Am I talking to somebody this morning? Are you a giver or are you a taker? I'm weary of folk who are constantly looking at other folk as a reason why they did not succeed. It's always somebody else's fault and never my own. It's always somebody else's children who got my children in trouble and never my children who got somebody else's children in trouble. Givers tend to enjoy life while takers are always complaining. Are you a giver or a taker? Luke writes in the book of Acts, he says, in everything I did, I showed you that by the kind of work we must help the weak. Remember the words of our Lord Jesus himself, who said, it is more blessed to give than to receive. I just wonder today, do you really get that? It took me a while to really understand. It is more blessed to give than to receive. Well, what do you mean? What do you mean? Well, look, if you're able to give, you're blessed. I perhaps lost the opportunity to make a friend. I said to a group of folk, we were sitting in a particular setting, I said to them, look, I understand we may have to raise taxes. But I want to tell you, and I was talking to a bunch of brothers, I said, I want to tell you, brothers, look, listen now. If the Lord has blessed you to have to pay some taxes, you ought to shout about it. One fellow walked out, and I don't know if we really ever spoken to him, but he told some folk after that he just uppity. He's trying to be uppity and all that. But look, I wasn't trying to be uppity. I'm trying to be real. If the Lord blessed you, so that when you file your taxes and you have to pay some money on your taxes, think about how much money you got left. Some of y'all ain't gonna like that, because y'all get caught up in this and all this noise about we've been taxed too much and all this. And I will agree, nobody likes to pay taxes. Nobody likes to increase taxes. But brothers and sisters, you cannot have a functioning government if you don't pay taxes. Are you a giver or are you a taker? It is more blessed to be able to give. I thank God that I can pay some taxes. And you know what? I'll thank him even more when the tax bill get a little. Y'all miss that. I might not want to write the check. But when I look around at all the things the Lord has blessed me with, and let me just throw this out to you. Now look, I don't mean no harm to you, but look, if your house catch on fire, you want to call the fire department and the police and everybody else to come running. But if you haven't paid no taxes, there won't be no gas in the vehicle, they have a broke out, and they won't come to your house. Y'all ain't saying that. If you hadn't paid no taxes, if you haven't given any taxes, guess what? Your children are not going to be educated properly. They take money to run the school system. They take money to run the fire department. They take money to run. And brothers, it takes money to run the church. Are you a giver or are you a taker? Well, I want to be a giver. Anybody want to be a giver? Anybody want to be a giver? Giver, I want to be godly. The Lord said, he that gives to the poor, lend it to the Lord, and the Lord will repay. Anybody want to lend something to the Lord this morning? Well, see how you can bless the poor. Every time you bless the poor, you lend to God, and God will pay you back. Oh, I'm looking at somebody now who listen. I'm going to put it in there. I'm looking at somebody now who have not bought one toy this season. I want to tell you, when you buy a toy, you lend to the Lord, and the Lord will pay you back. Your grandchildren gonna have some stuff around the tree. Your children gonna have some stuff around the tree. You gonna have some stuff around the tree. Why can't you lend a little bit to the poor? He that lendeth to the poor, he that gives to the poor, brother, lendeth to the Lord. I want to be inspirational. Now listen, we don't give to be seen, but we ought to be seen giving. Every Sunday when we do the tithes and offerings, I don't walk down here so you can see me, to be seen of you. But I want to tell you, I want you to see me giving every once in a while. And leaders ought to be seen giving. Yes, sir. As a matter of fact, let me break it down a little closer to you. Your children ought to see you giving. Because when they see you giving, it teaches them to give. When you walk past a kettle on the street, your children ought to see you drop some in. Because it's going to tell them that's a word to think. If mama dropped it in, I'll drop some in when I have some. Oh, you ought to be inspirational in your giving. You ought to be victorious as you give. Yes, the more you give, the more he'll give back to you. I declare to you today that when you give, God will bless you with some more. I cannot tell you the number of times when I have opened up my wallet and been a blessing, only to have God come right behind me and fill it back up again. I'm trying to tell you, the more you give, the more he will give to you. Do you want to be a giver? Not only do I want to be victorious, I want to be energetic. God loves a cheerful giver. I want to get you excited about giving. Get excited about the fact I'm giving somebody something. Oh, can I just pause for a moment and tell you? I remember growing up as a little boy. We lived on this street. There were about 5 houses on this little alley road, and we lived next door to Miss Lucille. And every Christmas season, Miss Lucille didn't have a whole lot. My sister and I were talking about this a few days ago. She didn't have a lot. But Miss Lucille prided herself in the fact that she gave to those children. She had a way of making some ice cream that was probably as dirty as we're laughing about it now. It wasn't the cleanest thing. Oh, but Miss Lucille gave us some ice cream, and we enjoyed the ice. Man, just to go by Miss Lucille's house, every time we went by there, she had some ice cream in the summertime, and in the wintertime, she had some tea cakes or something that she offered us. She gave to us, and it blessed her heart to be able to give to us. Oh, she was energetic in her giving. She loved to give. Is there anybody here this morning just love to give? I'm looking for some folks this morning who get blessed by giving. Oh, I hear you. I'm not going to, I worked hard for that. And I don't want to give that away. And so we take that, put it in our closet, and never touch it again, but it's sitting out, but we won't give it to anybody. Oh, I want to tell you, Big Mama and Miss Lucille and Mondina, they were the kind of folk who they wanted to give it away and let somebody else have it and use it. And I'm talking to somebody this morning who want to be energetic energetic in their giving. God loves a cheerful giver. You ought to, talking to somebody this morning, you ought to go home now and start looking around and say, I need to get rid of this stuff. I need to get rid of this. I need to get rid of it. Look, there are people who want the stuff that you, be energetic in your giving. It ought to be rejoiceful. Cast your bread up on the water. Somebody said it'll come like butter. As you cast your bread out, God's able to turn it around and turn it into a blessing. I just want to be a giver. Anybody else want to be a giver? Anybody want to be a giver this morning? Well, when I look at our text, and I'm almost done, it tells us how to develop a giving spirit. Verse 2 of chapter 8 says this: in the midst of a very severe trial, their overflowing joy and their extreme poverty welled up into rich generosity. There was great suffering among the Macedonians. They were once rich, but war and hard economic times had ravaged them. But in spite of their current situation, they gave. They helped even when their house was damaged. I'm thinking about some folk I've worked with over the years, I've seen over the years. One family in particular didn't have anything at all, but they opened up their house to another family. And now we got two families living in the same house with nothing at all. While we will have everything and won't offer a little bit to the folk who need. I've seen folk out of their extreme poverty come offer. What else can I do? Oh, we can testify. We see it during our summer lunch program. I've seen folk come in to get a meal, and then they scrounge around trying to find $1 or $2. They just want to leave something. While other folk come in. Don't need it. They can go down to Western Center, go to wherever they want to sit down and have a sit-down meal. They'll come in, get our stuff, and say, oh, that's too salty for me. Well, that wasn't cooked quite well enough for me. But folk who really need it, I've seen them scrounge around trying to see, how can I then give you something for just being a blessing to me? How do you develop a giving attitude? Give in spite of your circumstances.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No matter what.
I'm trying to get somewhere. I'll be there in a minute. Listen. I had the opportunity to talk to a preacher. Don't mean no harm, but as we talked, I talked about where we were and the need to help in this particular project. And he said to me, well, you know, I've got to pay this off, and I got to pay this off. And when I get this paid off, then I'll be able to help that project. I said, but then I want to tell you, now listen, Bacon, this is a shouting time. We, over the past 20 years, have been able to pay off around $1 billion worth of property, and we have not stopped giving. The reason we were able to pay off what we paid off was because we were consistent in our giving. We did not stop once helping the manor house. We did not stop once helping the community doing the stuff we do. If anything, we increased what we were doing to the community. And because of that, God blessed us, and now somebody said, look at us now. Like shouting right about there. Some of you who've been in our business meeting, you ought to be shouting right about now because you know where we are right now. You know what the Lord has done for us. All because we decided we're going to give and not stop. trying to finish. What I'm trying. Look. I remember one day in particular. I remember this day. Miss Lucille was about to go to heaven, and we were just running around. I was a little boy at the time. I couldn't have been more than 10 years old. And folk were coming in as folk did back then. They were coming into the house, and a whole lot of folk were coming. And I remember Mama easing out the door from Miss Lucille's house and coming over to our house. And I don't know what was going on. I just remember some pots being clanging and standing and the stove heating up. And after a while, Mama out of our little bit had made a meal and she was feeding the folk next door. I'm trying to tell you, out of your little, you got to keep on giving. God bless you. He'll take your little and make it into much. And I'm talking to somebody this morning. Give in spite of your circumstances. Decide you're going to give. It might not be. Listen, it might not be what other folk give. Oh, I'm trying to tell you now. You look around saying, well, them some big shot folk, they want to give. Look, they walk down there and they put that money. Look, God didn't ask you to compare what other folk give. There's no comparison with other folk give. Give what out of your own. Give, and watch what God will do for you. I'm trying to finish. Secondly, this text also tells us that we are to give sacrificially. Give in spite of our circumstances, and then give sacrificially. The Macedonians gave of themselves to the Lord. Paul says, verse 3 and 4, I testify they gave as much as they were able, even beyond their ability. You got to give sometime beyond your ability. Oh, I hear you. I hear you. Well, if I give this, I ain't going to be able to do that. But listen, when the Holy Spirit moves upon you to give, you let the rest be up to God. Y'all don't believe me? There was a lady who had a little bit of meal left and a little bit of oil. The preacher came by and said to her, look, first thing you do is make me a whole cake. Right away, that messed up some mothering instinct. Because the mothering instinct in you said, look, I'm not going to feed the preacher until I feed my children.
Come on, sir. Come on, you're right.
I'm not going to give it to the preacher until I give it to my children.
That's right, sir.
Had she done that, she and her child would have died of starvation.
That's right, sir. That's right.
But because she heard what the preacher said, she sat down. I can in my mind's eye, I can see her sit down, stirring up that bread and making that whole cake. And made the preacher a piece of bread.
Come on, sir.
Took it to him. And then went back. And to her amazement, there was a meal in there to make her another whole cake. All I'm trying to tell you is that when you give sacrificially, God will then do the rest.
Yes, sir.
There was another woman
Come on, sir.
who had an alabaster jar of expensive perfume. She took it and poured it on his head, anointed him. This woman gave her best. There were folk who said she should not have done that.
Come on, sir.
She should have done this with that. But we are talking about that woman today because she gave sacrificially.
Yes.
You want to develop a given attitude? Give sacrificially. There will be times in your life when you will have the opportunity to give your very last. If God says give it, watch how he replenishes it. I've seen it over and over again. Give sacrificially. Finally, give insistently. The Macedonians begged for an opportunity to share. Paul knew their situation. He said, well, y'all really don't have to do it. But they begged for an opportunity to give. There are some folk who look for an opportunity to give, don't look for an opportunity to give. There are others who look for opportunities to give. They say stuff like, what else can I do for you? Let me help you with this. Y'all remember the lad with the fish and the loaves of bread?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Never knew his name. Who will never forget what he did. He gave his lunch to the master. And the master then took it and used it. Verses 3 through 4, and I'm done. For I testify that they gave as much as they were able, even beyond their ability, entirely on their own. They begged, pleaded with us for the privilege of sharing in this service. Give insistently. This is a season of giving. This is a time we share what God has given us. I thought about this for a long time, how I would end this message. Thought about that. I would encourage you to give in spite of your circumstances. I would encourage you to give sacrificially. I would encourage you to give insistently. Yes. Brothers and sisters, this morning, I want to tell you, the greatest thing you can give, the greatest thing you can give, don't cost you nothing, don't cost you much. To offer the sacrifice of forgiveness. Give forgiveness in spite of your circumstances. What I mean, in spite of how you feel, this is a good season of the year to offer forgiveness. In spite of your circumstances, offer forgiveness. In spite of your circumstances, in spite of your circumstances, offer forgiveness.
Yes.
Offer it sacrificially. Forgive somebody, even if it hurts you to forgive them. I'm talking to somebody this morning. You need to offer forgiveness. It doesn't feel good. As a matter of fact, the person won't even ask for forgiveness. There's some folks sitting in here now who need to ask other folk to forgive them, but you won't do it. I'm telling you, forgive them anyway, even if they never ask. Forgive insistently. Beg for an opportunity to forgive them. Lord, just let me give me a chance, Lord. Give me a chance one more time. Lord, if you just let me see him one more time, I'll forgive him. Lord, create in me a clean heart. So beg, plead, please. I just want to forgive him.
Yes, Lord.
They don't deserve it. Don't ask for it. Give it to them insistently. I know I'm right about that.
Yes, Lord.
For one Friday, there was a fellow
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
who gave beyond his ability. Can't you see him?
Yes.
Blooded, after being beaten, crown of thorns placed on his head, nails driven in his hands and feet. Yet, he gave the gift of forgiveness. Oh, they didn't ask for it. They're standing there still jeering at him and cussing him and saying all manners of evil against him. But he said, Father, forgive them.
Yes, sir.
They don't understand what they're doing.
Yes, sir.
He gave sacrificially. On that Friday, he gave insistently.
Yes.
I can hear him saying, nobody can take my life. But Herman Scott's coming by. Herman Scott's on his way to hell. I'm going to keep on hanging on this cross because Herman Scott needs the gift of forgiveness. And so he hung there.
Yes.
6 to the 9th hour, hung there. Laid his head in the locks of his shoulder, he died. Because he wanted to give me the gift of forgiveness.
Yes. Yes.
They buried him in a bar tomb and
Come on.
stayed there Friday, Saturday, and early Sunday morning. He got up,
Yes, sir.
gave me the gift of forgiveness.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, if Jesus can do that for me,
Yes, sir.
if Jesus can die for me, if Jesus can stay in the tomb for me, if Jesus can do all that for me,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
in spite of what they've done for him, to him, how dare you not offer during this Christmas season the gift of forgiveness?